So, ladies and gentlemen, I give you Mr. Frank Brown.
All Americans are rich. If you eat out of our dumpsters, have access to our hospitals and shelters, you're better off than 6 billion other people on the face of the planet today, and countless others throughout time. Why then do we in the middle class worry about money? Why do we concern ourselves with paying for college, living comfortably in our golden years? Why are the rich getting richer, the poor getting poorer, and the middle class stagnating? Fellow Toastmasters, the answer is debt. Debt is the antithesis to wealth. I'm not saying there's any great conspiracy to keep us in debt. We don't need any help. As a society, we're perfectly capable of spending everything we make, and then some. We have bought the lie that we deserve everything we see, everything we want. We finance it. Our homes, our cars, our furniture, our happiness. Madison Avenue gives us the message, but we happily accept the message. Our financial advisors do little to shed light on the truth, but often encourage us to leverage, to invest. We're told to borrow for our lifestyle and invest our cash. Simple question. If you owned your home, your cars, everything, no debt, would you borrow money against these assets to invest? Most people respond with a quick, emphatic no. Your gut tells you that's wrong. Here's what the financial experts tell us. Borrow at 6%, invest for 12%, reap a 6% spread. The truth is there's a cost to borrowing to invest. The math behind it isn't very complicated, but I haven't seen it referenced outside graduate level financial textbooks. Referencing Investment Analysis and Portfolio Management by Riley and Brown, a Certified Financial Analyst Level 3 exam textbook, the cost to borrow to invest is half the borrowing rate. So if you're borrowing at 6%, your risk cost is 3%. So you add 3% to your 6%, and now your cost to invest is 9%. And we're talking post-income dollars, taxable dollars. Investing in the gains are taxable. Well, tax rates vary on income earned from investments, but if we take a ballpark of 25% off of our 12% gains, that's another 3%. Now we're breaking even. So what the math is telling us, that your gut kind of tells you, is we're risking everything we own to break even. Wealthy people do not borrow to invest. They know the cost of borrowed money. By investing their surplus, they have a 9% advantage on the rest of us. Believe it or not, they have a tax advantage too. Wealthy people are far less likely to liquidate an investment because of a life event. Another lie about borrowed money is borrowing for the tax deduction on a home. The middle class has taken this one for plain and simple. The math is simple. If you have an income of, say, $100,000 and debt, mortgage on $300,000, you're borrowing at 6% interest. You pay the bank $18,000 in interest to keep from paying the government 6%. That makes no sense. Yes, you get to live in a nice house, but how nice is it when it weighs on you like a 10-ton brick? The wealthy do not concern themselves with income taxes, not because they don't pay them, because they're focused on the percent of taxes they're paying against their net worth and not their income. An exaggerated example, if you have a taxable income of $250,000, you're going to pay about $87,000 in taxes. It's about a 35% rate. And it varies. But if you have a negligible net worth, that's 35% of your worth. But if you're worth $10 million, you're paying less than 1% of your worth in taxes. This is why high income, low net worth people scream about the taxes, but so little is heard from the truly wealthy. Another burden that the middle class is so happy to take on is financing our lifestyle. We buy homes that take far too much of our income to support. We buy cars and other toys to impress other people that could care less about us. We buy everything on credit. This leads me to another math point. Let's say you have a mortgage, a HELOC, student loan debt, and pay your credit cards off monthly. You're on a typical 30-year plan to keep the payments manageable. Let's say the effective rate of this is around 7%, this debt. The total debt is around $200,000, payments are around $1,330 a month. Take your spouse out for dinner and leave the restaurant $100 lighter. How much did this meal cost you? $100? If you would apply that $100 to the debt at the beginning instead of the meal, would you believe it equates out to $707 over the life of the loan? Is that meal worth $707? You take that $100 every month and apply it to the debt. It takes 7 years and $60,000 of interest off of the debt. What if you have 20 years off the plan? You take a car payment, $500 car payment, add it with your dining out expense. It takes 17 years off the plan and $171,000 in interest. If you continue to invest this monthly payment for the remainder of the 30-year plan, and then about a 9% return goes to $614,000. That's a $785,000 spread from the original 30-year plan, and you have no debt. Ladies and gentlemen, debt is the antithesis to wealth. If we want to win with money and grow wealthy, we've got to stop financing our lifestyle and get out of debt. Thank you.
Thank you, Frank. Steiner, can we have 1 minute?